One of the great things I enjoy about running, especially on a summer's day like this, it's beautiful, it's warm, gentle breeze, the grass is springy underneath your feet, is actually to go naked. When I say naked, not totally naked obviously, but actually to get the shoes and socks off and actually run without a pair of shoes on, basically barefoot running. Barefoot running can be good just to sort of strengthen the foot up. There's a lot of little sort of muscles and tendons in there where we wear a pair of shoes and it's very sort of constricted. Obviously there's shoes actually for protection and cushioning, such like, so they protect the foot, but not always does it actually flex the foot as much as we would like. Barefoot running is a good thing to do to actually condition the foot, but basically it's one that you do have to be beware of. The foot is a very delicate instrument, if I can use that word. But you know, say it's got so many components within the foot. We do need to protect it. So obviously, bare flesh against rough ground is not a great combination. So obviously that's why we wear trainers and such like. And obviously we wouldn't do barefoot running on tarmac. Not unless you're fully compliant with barefoot running and you know what you're doing, which I would not advise the beginner. So I'm just going to do a gentle sort of session just to really sort of flex the foot a little bit, just sort of flex those sort of tendons and those fibres within the foot. So first things first is just need to check the ground and get rid of any debris and just make sure that the surface is decent to run on. This is the area we're going to sort of train in. Obviously it's a nice sort of grassy area. I say nice and springy, but obviously we just want to sort of check that there's no sort of hazards like stones or bits of grass sticking up or twigs. You know, just sort of debris like this you want to get rid of. Just cast to one side and make sure you've actually got a clear area to run in. Obviously glass, dog mess, you just want to shift those out of the way. You just really want probably about sort of 50 metres or so, because you're not going to do this excessively. It's just really just to flex the foot, and obviously a small area is a better area to just have a look at and just sort of clear any sort of debris and rubbish out of the way. So really, time for the unveiling. You know, get the shoes off and obviously ready to do the session. So yeah, we've cleared the debris out of the way. Everything's nice and clear. It's a nice sort of flat surface. As I say, it's really springy. So what we're really looking for is actually sort of cushioning under the foot. We're going to sort of take away the conventional sort of cushioning that we sort of have. You know, obviously the sole is basically a substitute for the sole of our foot, and obviously if there's any sort of abrasion there or anything, you know, that sort of takes it, and obviously that takes the cushioning off the impact. So we're taking that away, but hopefully the ground is sort of soft enough to actually sort of take a little bit of the impact we're doing. That's why we don't do it on tarmac, because that'll actually be devastating. But you know, on the nice sort of grass surface that we've got here, it's not too bad. So we'll get the other shoe off and have a sock off and we'll have a go. Right, there's two good looking feet there. What you will notice is actually the feel is quite different, because obviously you haven't got a heel there. Your foot's actually sort of neutral to the ground, and obviously you're used to actually that sort of springing that sponge there, so obviously you are just actually connecting with the ground. So it is a slightly different thing to get used to. It probably will actually help you actually your posture wise, because actually you are standing more neutrally on the ground. So obviously your heel's not sort of raised, it would be with a heel of the shoe and the sole. This is actually sort of dead flat with the ground, so you probably find a slight difference in posture, and actually doing this one might actually adjust your posture, the way you actually run. You may find that at first that sort of difference, and may have to just slightly adjust into it. So but that's one probably first sensations you will feel. The other one is the grass sort of sticking to the bottom of your feet. It's probably best just to just have a walk around first before you actually start doing any running. Just get used to that sensation of actually, the grass actually and the hard ground actually sort of sticking into your feet, because you can actually feel it, and obviously the nerves and everything actually tingling and going crazy and say this isn't right, but it can be quite a good sort of massaging feeling after a while. So just have a walk around first, just get used to the feeling, and then we can actually sort of go into doing a few sort of strides. One thing I would advise after every sort of stride is actually just brush the soles of your feet when you do actually do a sort of session, a stride or rep. You do actually accumulate a bit of grass, twigs, leaves, whatever. They tend to adhere to the bottom of the sole of your feet, so just to brush those off for when you do it next time, so obviously they don't sort of dig in or sort of penetrate the bottom of the foot, so you've actually got a sort of clean surface that you're actually running on. Obviously it will sort of pick up any sort of debris, and especially if your foot gets a little bit sweaty, it kind of acts like a bit like glue. So just after every so often, just sort of brush the soles of your feet. It just makes it a little more easier, a little less painful, and actually stops any sort of abrasions or anything else sort of happening, and any sort of discomfort. So that's sort of the main sort of tip on that one. So basically the session has just been between these 2 points. It's not a vast distance, but really just sort of jogging back and forth along between those 2 points. The surface is nice and clear, it's nice and soft, and I can't stress that more importantly, that if there's any debris, just clear it out of the way, because that's how you're going to sort of dig into your foot, and it's going to make it uncomfortable. The grass itself is a bit coarse, so obviously you're going to feel that, so yeah, that's part of the discomfort of it. But actually when you actually sort of run on it, it feels good after a while. You adjust to it, the body adjusts to that particular sort of surface, so you need to sort of try it a few times. So that's what I say, if you're doing this for the first time, just do it within a small area, even the back garden on the grass. Just have a little sort of trot backwards and forth on that one, just to strengthen the foot up, because this is something brand new, and I say the foot is a very sort of fragile part of your body. Although it sort of takes all the weight and the impact during the day, that's protected by a shoe, protected by a sock, so you have got sort of protection wrapped around it. But here you've actually exposed it to a raw surface, and it's something we don't do every day, so it is a bit vulnerable, so just bear that in mind. I've just done about 10-15 sort of strides, just short ones. They don't have to be flat out, just sort of really turn the legs over. Actually done this as part of a cool down of my last sort of session, really, but it's really just sort of flex those tendons in the foot, just those little fibres, those little muscles, just give those a little bit sort of flexibility. I think the grass, as I keep saying, is spongy. It kind of acts like a bit of a foot massage, really, if anything. that's probably the feeling you probably will get from this one. But as I say, it's just nice and gentle. So the foot is very fragile. So it's just a gentle sort of session. Just flex the foot, get that sort of flexibility in there. So when you're actually running or running a pace, those muscles and tendons are a bit more sort of flexed than they would be normally, and probably get like a little more propulsion out, and probably slightly quicker cadence. It's all part of the great machine that is the runner, and you know, these little things all add up to a greater and better functionality and efficiency of your own body. So it's not a nice one to try, but obviously it's not one you can actually do every week. It's probably best to do it once in a while. If you've got a beautiful day like this one, you've just done a rep session or something like that, just add it in as part of a cool down, because you're not actually going to hammer these out, because if you do that, you're going to put a lot more pressure on the foot. And I say, if you haven't done this before, that could potentially cause damage or an injury. So you want to take it nice and easy, nice and sort of steady. So it's probably best to do this as part of a cool down, as a warm down. And always remember, doing it on a nice soft surface. Make sure any debris, grass, twigs, dung muck, glass, litter, oh, it's an endless list of stuff you can actually find down there. Just make sure it's clear, make sure it's nice and flat, make sure it's grassy and springy. Never do it on any sort of concrete or tarmac surface. That is going to cause you damage. So that's definitely a no-no. But most of all, just try it out. You know, if it's only like 5 strides, you've done something, and that will actually help that sort of flexibility of the foot. Just strengthen the foot up a little bit more, and you know, we're working to strengthen the body, condition the body, make it better, make it more efficient, and make it more sort of stronger. So when we do race and perform, we perform well, and we perform to our best ability. So it's all part of that big sort of jigsaw that is, as I say, the runner. Enjoy. Always find a safe place to keep your shoes. I've got mine hanging on a tree so the dogs don't get them.